Hello, I'm Cindy Morzumi, and I'm the Director of Residential Life here at Sonoma State University. At Sonoma, we are in a very fortunate position of being able to offer second-year students and third-year students an opportunity to continue living on campus. That's a rather unique position for Sonoma Forest CSU, and one that has had a lot of planning and a lot of intentionality going into its creation. Research on college students continue to show that the more engaged a student is in their college experience, the higher their retention and the greater their satisfaction in their college experience. That engagement looks at a couple of things. It looks at their academically related engagement, faculty-to-student relationships, faculty-student time, class of size, the amount of time they spend on research projects, the amount of time they spend writing versus lecture versus research. It also looks at their meaningful engagement outside of the classroom, how much time they're involved in involvement in leadership, in clubs and organizations, in sports, in out of classroom experiences. And so the more that the student is engaged in those, the greater their retention in college, and the more satisfied they seem to rate their undergraduate experience. Students who live on campus know more about the resources that are available to a college campus. They have what I call resource-rich staff that are around them all the time, that let them know about programs and services, things like the tutorial center, the writing center, the student health center, the counseling services. They bring faculty into the halls for programs and services, so that meaningful engagement that measures student satisfaction and retention is afforded students who live in the residential community. We also see that there is a higher utilization of student services by students who live on campus. Again, because they know of the services, they don't just end up bumping into them, they actually really know about the services, or they have staff or student leaders that actually are assisting them and directing them to those services. And I think the third thing is simply the proximity. You can't underscore when you're here on campus and you're going to utilize the services to a greater degree. I think why we are interested and so excited about and being able to offer second and third year students an opportunity to stay on campus is from what we've learned about our time-intensive program we've done for our freshmen. I think when you look at the amenities of living on campus, I think that can't be understated either. Certainly the gorgeous apartments that are offered to the students, the single and the double bedrooms that will be available to our continuing students. The fact that there are service desks and study rooms built right into the community. When you live off campus, your water, your garbage, your internet, your cable, your gas bill, are all on top of the rents. And here on campus, those are all built in, and one does not have to actually find them. They're already found for them. I think the other thing is when you live off campus, if your roommate situation kind of goes awry and your roommate moves out, you actually may be held with the entire lease. Here you're renting a bed space. And again, if that roommate situation isn't working, you still have the benefit of professional and trained staff to help with that, assist with that. So the financial considerations, or what you may be left holding with, are not as significant. Finally, there still is all of that university support that is still there. While not directly as involved as maybe the freshmen and not as intensive as the freshmen might experience, you have the support of the university police. You have the support of staff who are still kind of around making sure that the environment is safe and secure. You have faculty that are still there that actually come into the class, into their house and into you. And so those can't be understated either. I think the motto of a place to live, to learn, and to call home really can't exist in Tuscany.